mean, they have no right photographing your face without your permission.
Oh, we don't?
No, you don't. You don't have my permission to film me.
But you're in public, right?
No, I'm not. I'm in a building.
Yeah, this is a public building though, right?
Okay.
This isn't like your private business. It's a public building. It's open to the public.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey, man, you just bumping into me.
I'm asking you, and because he asked me to ask you guys to leave.
Okay, you can ask me. You can ask me anything. I mean, you could ask me to take my shoes off and look at my big toe.
Listen, when I'm in the mirror, I flex too, just not in front of other people. You didn't do the best you could have done. Maybe you just apologize to the man.
All right.
You don't have
Choosing
to.
not to.
All right.
Hey guys, Denver Metro Audits, aka the Mile High Auditor. We are here today at the infamous Danbury Public Library that Sean from Long Island Audit went to, and the police are a disgrace. So we wanted to stop in here while we were in this area. So I am here, of course, with the lovely Sweet Tea Audits. Got Leroy Truth Investigations. And we got Banana Anna up there, as well as Accountability for All.
Let's go.
So
In clearly.
let's go check it out, guys. See how it
We've
goes.
got the Danbury Public Library.
I mean, they have no right photographing your face without your permission.
Oh, we don't?
No, you don't. You can photograph the building all
Oh,
you
of
want.
course we do though, so that's wrong.
No one's in anyone's face, though.
I just asked not to be recorded, and I was told that you'd have to because I work here. I have a right to, you know.
No, actually. there's
No, ma'am, you don't have a right.
Privacy in the public.
You work for the library, right, ma'am?
This is a public space.
I mean, you could just be nice to us. I mean, we're members of the public, but instead you gotta, you know, be rude like that.
I was nice when I asked you not to record me.
Wait, I haven't even had a conversation with you yet.
You guys okay?
Yeah, fine.
I know you have an appointment at 4 in the Century Corner, so.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not injured. I'm just trying to get organized.
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry.
What's up?
You videoing somebody?
Hey, I was just, yeah, I'm taking, you know, some pictures here, but.
Yeah, let me have to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, that's how you guys treat people? You just pay and then you just walk away?
Catherine, is somebody taking pictures?
Okay, so.
They think they have the right to be. They do.
I think they have the right to be here. We do have the right to be here. You can talk to us, you can actually have a conversation with
He
us.
said on the phone there's six of these assholes in here.
So who do they count as two?
Wow.
That's what she's said. Well, I'm just, you know, the ladies are here.
Look behind you.
Yeah, I know.
You called us assholes?
I didn't call you a thing, buddy.
Yeah, we heard you, man. You said there's 6 of these assholes.
Okay. No, there's like 6 of those assholes here filming people.
Excuse you? Sir, that's inappropriate.
Yeah, they're here. Yeah, so should I call the police on them? Okay. I will, thank you.
You're calling the police on us?
So you're calling the police on
Harassment.
journalists?
Harassment? Taking pictures is harassment?
You don't have my permission to film me.
But you're in public, right?
No, I'm not. I'm in
You
a
need an education,
building.
young lady.
Yeah, this is a public building though, right?
Okay.
This isn't like your private business. It's a public building. It's open to the public. So you're initiating force and violence on people who aren't breaking the law?
We have cameras. We simply shoot frames per second. See how escalated this is?
Not sure
Yeah.
if this is would be considered an emergency.
Yeah, it's not an emergency because it's not even a crime, man. There's no law being broken. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Complete ignorance. And this is how things get escalated, instead of things get educated. Famous words. I'm not sure this is an emergency. Well, if you're not sure that it really isn't, is there a victim?
I'm not sure this is an emergency, but I'm gonna call 911 anyways.
Right. There's men with cameras. Oh my God.
calling the police on us right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he just called
So
911.
he
called
called
the police on
911,
us?
and then he asked. He said, I'm not sure if this is an emergency, but there's people in here with cameras.
All right, we said-
What?
I said we got cameras.
I mean, we weren't even being assholes. We weren't even being assholes. But I don't think it's illegal to be an asshole, though.
Well, he said that we're committing harassment.
What?
It's typically, usually with permission. That's
Well,
typically
just so
part
you
of
know,
it.
it is a public place, so there's no extinction of privacy. So you don't technically need like any permission. But would you like see us in the way that we're behaving and interacting with you, and think the appropriate response would be to call the police?
Oh, I'm not going to answer that.
Well, security
But
just called
thank
911
you.
on us.
Oh, I'm not going to answer that. No comment.
But we're not breaking any laws, right?
No comment.
But I think it's safe to say you wouldn't think that we were assholes.
No comment.
Oh.
What would you be willing to comment on?
I may not comment on anything. I can help you answer. I can
comment.
answer any of your
There's
library
no commenting
questions.
and no comment.
I'm
I
happy to
think
answer your
that
library questions, though.
That last no
Are you looking
comments
for a
would
particular
hurt
book?
though.
Would you like to participate in our summer reading program?
To the bathroom, I think.
What is the summer reading program?
So this is actually really fun. Every summer, Danbury Library hosts the summer reading program in collaboration.
All right, thank you. Excuse me, sir.
Hey, man, you just bumping into me, man. What are you doing?
All right, thank you. Excuse me, sir.
Hey, man, you just bumping into me, man. What are you doing?
Very unprofessional.
Jeez, man. That's actually harassment, man. You can't just bump into people.
Didn't touch you, sir.
You make physical contact. You ran right into my tripod, man.
Yeah.
Allied security, bud. What's wrong with you, man?
You don't have to put a book up. I'm not gonna film you from this point on, okay?
You should probably go work in the private sector, man, if you're afraid of cameras.
What happened?
Oh, the security guard like bumped into me, like kicked my tripod, and
Why?
this lady right here is like acting a little ridiculous.
And security guard.
Why?
He said that our presence, basically, that we have cameras and we're harassing people by recording without permission.
Yeah.
Goodness
So he said
gracious.
that we're harassing.
Great. So the police are coming?
Yeah. This is the guy who
Hey, man,
assaulted you.
are the cops on their way?
Yeah, they'd like to file charges against you.
Yeah. You can't just bump into people, man.
What's your name and ID number?
You're the only one that broke the law, man. You can't just run into my tripod, man. What's wrong with you?
Break any law, sir.
Yeah, you did.
No, you were
This is
blocking
an
the way.
extension of me. So there was you couldn't go around me? You just run me over?
Are you a linebacker or a police? For public safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, laugh. It's incredibly
You're
unprofessional.
uneducated, sir.
And you
I don't need permission to record in a public library. And what you did is unacceptable, man. You don't just trample over people because they have a camera. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, do better. And you misinformed that woman too. You escalated things, saying we didn't have a right to record here.
Yeah,
You started all this by not
Yeah.
knowing what you were preaching.
Starting a fire, man. And now it's turning into a mob mentality against us because of what you created. An uneducated insecurity guard. That's what you are, man. Don't bump into me, man. What's wrong with you? I don't know who you think you are, man. Just plow right over me, man. I'm the public, man. This is a public library.
Well, as you
work for the
said,
public.
you have it on film. I didn't plow over you. It's on film, sir.
Yeah,
It's
you
on.
bumped
And I
right
said,
into
and
me
I
and
said
kicked
it.
my tripod.
I said, excuse me, and it did not kick
No,
you.
you didn't say excuse me.
I sure did. It'll be on. It'll be on film when you rewind it.
Just like you didn't say assholes?
Yeah, like you didn't call us assholes, man.
De-escalate.
Excuse me if I don't believe anything that you say.
Police Allied Universal. They've started already.
And then he calls.
So, Mr. Allied guy, are the cops coming? Because I mean, if the cops are on their way, then we're gonna stay because we don't want to flee the scene.
No.
But if they're not coming, they told you nothing they can do, or what?
Why are you so aggressive, man? Actually, I think you.
Take time out, that little pod right behind us.
Yeah, time out.
Time out. Do
I just need to know if the cops are on their way or not, because if they're not coming, then we know we can leave when we want to, but otherwise we have to stay.
You can leave anytime you want, sir.
I
Nobody's
know.
forcing you here.
But I want to know if you called the cops.
Nobody called anybody, so.
Well, you said, you said, I don't know if this is an emergency, right? You called the police on us. Yeah, you're gonna learn today, man. We're handing out educations. It's a library.
I'd like you to apologize to this gentleman for
The summer meeting's been
for
going.
running
It's
into
actually
him.
fun volunteering here,
Yeah,
honestly.
good.
I've enjoyed my time. The library is a very nice place.
I'd like you to apologize to him for running into his camera.
Bro, your life must stink, man.
Or at least take a time out in the little pod.
Yeah, go talk to somebody. Work it out. I hate to think how you act when you're out of a uniform.
We'll give you a teddy bear. You can hug it. Punch a pillow. Get a lot.
We'll give you a teddy bear. You can tell us how your feelings were hurt and where. Oh, here's this little timeout room for you right here.
Oh, they got a little mini one.
Yeah.
Here, we'll get it open for you.
I can't believe that you behaved that way, but I really wish you would do better. Can you work on that in the future for me, man? What's your name, bro? What's your name?
Cops are here, guys. So he's probably gonna get an education here, is what I would guess.
You see us, like, I've been tased before. I've been, like, I was during the riots and everything, I was out there filming front and center. I've had a lot of bad experiences with cops, but I didn't come up to you and say, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like, just because I've had bad experiences with other cops doesn't mean that you guys are bad people. I don't know yet, but I think he didn't give us that same opportunity. He watched us come in here, and the first thing he did before anything was go around to everyone and tell them that it's illegal to film without permission.
Well, not to mention, then he started calling us assholes. And then he kicked his stuff. Like, he's the one that's being violent. Very crazy.
Over
Very
camera,
aggressive.
man. Like,
Yeah.
over as...
So I'm actually not from here, so I'm not really well versed in the laws, but in Colorado is where I'm from, we call that harassment, where it's a strike, shove, or otherwise unwanted touching. So what would that be if I'm standing here and he purposely makes it a point to walk right through me and kick my tripod as he's walking by me? What law would that be?
So the officer that is speaking to him right now is the primary officer here. We're going to make him aware of it.
No, but I'm asking you, what law is that? Like I said, Colorado, it's harassment. What is it here in Connecticut?
Are you injured right now?
No, no pain.
Okay. Do you break your stuff?
Not that I'm aware of.
Closest will be like disorderly conduct in Connecticut, loud, violent, or tumultuous, / threatening
Pickle's
behavior.
the officer now, actually.
What's that?
Pickle's the officer right now.
Yeah. It's weird. Every law is like different. Like what is disorderly conduct here? For example, Massachusetts is assault.
Yeah.
Hi, folks.
Hi.
How's it going, man?
Good. I spoke to security. Their thought is that they're uncomfortable with the recording as well as the people that work here.
Yeah, we get it.
And it's disrupting to the purpose of this building.
I mean, we're just in here getting services, and everyone's been very helpful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to go out of his way to come up to us where we're asking about pods, that's on him. My freedom of speech can't be converted into a crime or therefore be disruptive. And he's coming up to us and then interrupting us and telling the people that we're speaking to not assist us because it's illegal to film without permission. I get it. He was uneducated. There's not one person that works here that will say they had a negative experience with us. I mean, he's not the type of guy you got to go fish content out of. He beelined it on his own.
Okay.
Well, and not to mention, this is a public library. I mean, this is where people come to be educated. We were
Yes.
absolutely doing nothing wrong. We didn't disobey any laws.
No, we're not being disorderly.
Like,
And I'm not saying you're
and
loud,
he's-
you're screaming, you're
No,
swearing. I'm not
actually-
saying any of
no,
that.
in fact, he raises his voice, starts calling us assholes, and starts kicking his stuff. If anybody's being a
Yeah, he's the
little
only one that
nonsense.
broke the law here today.
Yes.
So he made it a point to purposely run into me, and his legs like trampled over my tripod here.
Okay.
So I don't know what law that'd be because I'm not from here, but where I'm from, that's harassment, unwanted touching. It's kind of like battery, but
Right, and he escalated. We would have actually been done already, but he escalated we heard him say, you know, he's calling the police 911. We're not going to run away. We're going to wait.
Yeah, we were talking
to be here.
to this guy about a pod.
Yeah, I'm excited to go in that thing.
We were asking him if he had someone to let us in. He said yes. He's waiting for someone else to come back. This guy made it a point to leave whatever he was doing, wherever he was doing it from, to come talk to that guy, the lady that was over there, and say, just so you know, they can't film your face without their permission. Without your permission, it's against the law. Like, why would you even come up to me to like, I'm not bothering anybody.
Right.
I'm minding my own business. I'm seeking services. I'm getting services from very professional staff.
Yeah.
Why even come out of your way to come disrupt me or escalate or tell them it's illegal? It's not. It's just...
And giving people the wrong information. I mean, the next time this happens, because he gave wrong information, people could call the cops again, men with guns who are armed, got tasers and all this kind of stuff. You're coming for an emergency, and it's clearly not.
Right, for men and women with cameras.
And it's dangerous for us.
Well, we wear a lot of hats, so I mean, just emergency is
you
a very
guys
liberal
are seasoned,
definition.
right? You don't have a choice which call you go to. You have to go when you
We
get a
show
call.
up.
And you guys, you know, you're seasoned, you're professional, you know, so you guys are not coming in here like super triggered, you know what I mean?
No,
like
but
that adrenaline, like it's very dangerous for him to do something that and report something that isn't happening, because that's dangerous to us. What happens if you think something's going on and you come in and we didn't get you or Jarrin or Cam?
That's dangerous to our person and our freedom, like 100%. That's not okay what he did.
Well, right now, he's a representative of this building, so it was his decision to ask you folks to leave.
Well, he didn't ask us to leave.
Well, I'm asking you, and because he asked me to ask you guys to leave.
Okay, well, I mean, you can ask me anything. I mean, you could ask me to take my shoes off and look at my big toe. You
You can ask me for winning lottery numbers.
But, you know, we have a lawful right to be here.
Decline leaving because we don't have to. We're in a public library. We're doing nothing wrong. We're breaking no laws whatsoever.
I mean, there's case law on it, man. It's Morristown versus the Board of Police of
Exactly. So then why would we...
Kramer versus Morristown, which the American Library Association recognizes case law, that we have a lawful right to come into the public library and record, regardless if it's a limited public forum or not. That only applies if they're having a meeting or an invite-only event or something like that. Otherwise, this is traditional public forum. So,
like I said, if you're not happy with that decision, I have a supervisor coming.
Yeah. So you're trying to force us out of here? Is that what you're saying?
Josefson, what was the decision? I'm sorry, are you trying to trespass us?
Yeah.
The security guard was asking you to leave. Yeah.
Cameron was just saying that that's not what's going down.
Give me one moment.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
He understands.
We have like
Well,
business here. This is absolutely.
Well, I was confused, and I spoke to Cameron. I said, I'm very confused here. You said this is not how this goes down. We're not being disorderly. And he's like, no, you don't have to leave. And I was like, well, he's trying to trespass. He's like, no, that is not what's happening. So let's see. I mean, Cameron...
He just said, in other words, he's trying to, he's attempting to trespass us.
Right.
This guy here.
Yeah.
And he's saying it's because the feelings were hurt of the security guard,
That's
because
not
he
my
says we should go. He has no legal authority to make us leave this library. We haven't broken any law.
Right.
Here's what he's saying. He's explaining it right now.
So there's a big ego involved.
No, look at it. Well done, Officer Cameron. I appreciate you, and it's humbling, and it's a damn shame that we don't have more folks stepping up and doing that. We're not here breaking any laws. A lot of fine men and women paid an ultimate sacrifice for this beautiful country to make sure that we have life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness that men like Cameron and women that are in your department are enforcing. And we want to stand on those constitutional rights without screaming F you, and because we've been nothing but professional. I wish I could say the same from that security guard who's called us everything from you know the word I'm talking about, calling us that, to stepping on his equipment and trying to intimidate us. You have to bridge a gap somewhere, and you can't with that behavior when we're standing like this, man. We're just trying to stand on our rights peacefully, professionally, and responsibly. That's all we want to do.
And you have the right to peaceful protest. It's just...
We're not protesting. You guys haven't done anything wrong yet. I'm not redressing any grievances. Just now I don't have any.
Keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's the way we like to have it.
All right, so we're just gonna listen. We're not here to cause you trouble. We have no ill intent. We're just gonna do one last loop through the building. Obviously, you guys are employees of the town. You're welcome to hang out. We're gonna do one last spin through, and then we'll be out of here.
Possibly see inside that pod, because I'm really itching to do
I never do this, man. I never do this. Thank you for explaining to them.
Of course.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel like we're always ready to write up complaints on you guys if you do something wrong. When something is done the right way, and that's all it takes. And I know as a comp, you guys are very understanding. You're very calm. You're willing to speak to each other. A lot of times, like with anything, you know, guys, we suck. It's ego, right? So a comp, one cop or a doctor, anyone, someone's doing something wrong, and then the other person doesn't want to go say something, or maybe there's misinformation, or maybe we're just not looking at it the right way, what have you, because they don't want to be, you know, blacklisted or looked at different from their peers. And the fact that you guys can be professional, talk to each other, and figure out the situation, I mean, props to you, man.
We all want to be on the same page.
Yeah. He feels a little better now?
I'm fine. I've
Good.
been fine the whole time.
All right. I'm not going to call you what you called me because I'm a nicer guy than
I
you are.
didn't call anybody
Have
that
an-
to their
we
face.
wish you an excellent
To
day.
their
How about
face.
that? To their
You-
face.
you
I
heard
know you
that,
didn't to
right?
our face. You got freedom of speech, man.
Yeah.
It's fine. We love
Yeah.
it.
Not a good look.
But I'm
for-
sure your company probably not going to.
Library.
You didn't represent your company too well today, Mr. Allied Universal Security Guard.
I think I did a fine job, sir. No matter what you said.
These officers wouldn't be here.
By kicking somebody's equipment, you think that's okay?
You called men with guns to come and use force and coercion on peaceful people who are exercising our rights, man.
Yes.
And then you bumped into me and walked over my
I
tripod.
think an apology
Okay, that's
is not
unacceptable
the healthy
behavior,
thing.
man. You don't do that to people.
Do you have an incident report number for this? Because if you do, I can get this gentleman's name just so that way I can reach out to, because there's no point standing here. You can disagree with me all you want. I can just reach out to his company and give them my feeling, my feedback as to what happened, and they can take it up with him professionally, decide if it. Thank you.
Appreciate
I
that.
think an apology is in order for this man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm shocked.
And he's ignoring me.
Apology would be on the right track. 'Cause
Yeah.
these gentlemen, these police officers educated you. That's
I mean,
what
if
rights.
somebody kicked your stuff, if they started calling you names, like,
Nobody called him a name and nobody kicked his stuff. No, there's like 6 of those assholes here filming people.
Excuse you?
All right, thank you. Excuse me, sir.
Hey, man, you're just bumping into me, man. What are you doing?
oh my
We have it on
goodness.
camera, man.
Camera doesn't lie, man.
Right, it's on the camera. You'll see it. I grazed him with my
Thank
right
you,
arm.
sir. Appreciate it.
No, I did not touch his body
Excellent.
at all.
Thank you.
No, you touched my
just
tripod.
admitted.
And you
Thank
just
you.
said you grazed him.
You
You
did just
admitted you
graze
grazed him.
him.
You want to write my name on
Sir,
it?
you were in
Could you write your name on this
this
one?
You guys
person's
are claiming
face.
that I kicked it, and I did not, so
You
I'm
did.
sorry
That's
about
on-
that misunderstanding.
It's not
It was not a misunderstanding. It's on his camera.
That is that ego, though, sir. I mean, we're asking for you to apologize to this man that you wronged, and apologize to all of us for spreading a narrative that was false.
See, I don't like people to get like arrested. I really don't. Like someone was actually arrested. I'm sure you guys know at Ridgefield City Hall. The lady that she attacked me, she was arrested. I said I don't want her to have to go through the system because who knows if she's just having a bad day and she made a terrible choice. So in lieu of having her lose her job and having charges pressed and all that stuff, all we asked for was an apology because we don't just first call the cops. We just want to have discord. She wanted to apologize. So obviously she was arrested, but. You know, man, like, it's easy. Like, even, I'm surprised I'm saying this, the cop showed us that ego isn't the biggest thing here. Maybe there was a misunderstanding, but you can just say, listen, maybe that wasn't a great look. My bad, I'm sorry. We're not here screaming at you, bro. We haven't been this entire time. Like, you were aggressive, and I get it. I get it, man. Listen, when I'm in the mirror, I flex too, just not in front of other people. Just you know, you didn't do the best you could have done. Maybe you just apologize to the man. Like, he's a patron, customer's always right. It was a weird circumstance, and just give him an apology, man. It's not a big deal.
It'll show you to be a bigger man.
You don't have to, of course, obviously.
Obviously, if you don't want to.
It'd be
That
the
would
right
a
thing to
shame.
do.
It would be a shame if you didn't. It was wrong what you did. All right.
You don't have
Choose
to.
not to.
All right. We'll take a
That's a
spin
shame.
through on the way out, and again, thank you, gentlemen, Officer cameras, and Josefson.
Yes.
Josefson and Jarrin.
There's a sergeant right there, actually.
Sergeant, very nice. Sergeant.
And I hope you learned something. I hope these officers educated you. I hope these officers educated you.
This guy, you must be
I
proud
hope
of
the
him.
officers educated you as to the rights of the
These
people.
officers
So
here?
that you don't escalate and call men with guns because of men and women with cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. And again, thank you for your professionalism.
Thank you.
See you later, guys.
I'd like to shake your hand too, Cameron. I appreciate it, man, for de-escalating and making sure that you honored your oath and educated your other officer, man. That was excellent.
Yes,
Great job.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Shame on you. Shame on you. And he shrugged.
and you didn't hear this, but they were just telling him, the security guy, that he did a good job. Absolute garbage.
Oh, they're telling him that he did a good job?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go talk to him.
A couple of them said, good job.
See, guys, wolf in sheep's clothing over here.
I heard someone tell him that he did a good job. And why would I tell him he did a good job? He did a bad job. You're here. He escalated things. Why are you laughing?
I said to him he did a good job. Thank you.
They did a good job.
Yes, they did.
Police officers did a very good job.
He was saying it to us.
I heard someone say it to him. Because you did awesome.
Appreciate that.
No, you didn't do too good, man. Luckily, Cameron was here, who did actually an awesome job. I'm going to give him accommodation, but you told me that we have to leave, remember?
Oh, that's right. Actually, you didn't do a good job, right? Because
No.
you were going with his feelings first. You were saying, because he said we had to leave, that you were going to trespass us if it wasn't for Cameron, your superior. So if you get educated by this, it would be a fruitful day for us, because we're all about education. But you wanted to trespass us because his feelings were hurt. Because our constitutional rights don't end when his feelings are hurt. And so if you understand it, without Cameron, you would have trespassed us, and if we didn't leave, you would have arrested us. So it was actually Cameron who's the good cop in this situation.
Yeah, Cameron is amazing, man. Pride Nico on top of the Rock of Gibraltar. He won't admit that he bumped right into my tripod and plowed over me. You know, if you would have just apologized, man, it would have been all good. We could have just let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean?
If you want an apology, I will apologize to you. I did not kick your tripod, sir. You were blocking the way of me coming back into the library, and my shoulder grazed it. You have it on camera.
Yep.
So
actually, that's not what happened. I was in my own personal space, and instead of walking around me, you chose to plow right through me.
Okay.
Remember?
I did apologize to you, sir. I said I'm sorry.
No, you can't say I'm sorry, but I didn't do it. If you say you're sorry, you have to say I'm sorry for doing something, but not I'm sorry, but I didn't do
bumped
it.
into your tripod.
Thank you.
But you need to apologize to me, because you accused me of kicking your tripod.
Yeah, that's what you did. You did. Your legs, your knee like bashed right into it, man.
No, it didn't.
Yes.
Just my shoulder.
No.
But anyway, sorry.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're just going to hang out here, guys. I mean, you guys are going to leave before we do, so we're just going to kind of hang out until you guys all head out, and then when we're ready, we're going to leave, so. What about you?
It's my 12th year.
12th year? So you guys know about Long Island Audit, who was here about a year and a half ago or so? No? Okay.
Dude, why you gotta be such a tyrant?
You gotta be such a tyrant. See what I'm doing there?
Acting like a child?
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
Dude. Don't touch me.
What are you trying to say?
Because if you didn't have, you touched me.
What are you trying to say?
Constitutionally protected
Put that
activity.
on your YouTube feed because
it's
you're
constitutionally protected
You're
activity.
wrong.
If I went in there and I was acting like an asshole,
you're wrong.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
But do you know who the officer's name was that said that?
Oh, the one who threatened Long Island Audit with death?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Basically what happened is that he came here. That's the whole reason we're here. Is because like when employees act like this, then more people come back with cameras. So he was here and they called the police on him or totally, being disrespectful to him, kind of like this Ally security guard was. And the police came and they said, hey, if this was 20 years ago, I would have, what'd he say, beat his ass or something like that?
No, if it was 20 years ago, he would be 6 feet under and his teeth would be missing and he would do it.
I know. He's a one. I'm telling you right now. 5 years ago with this, he would have been on the ground. Absolutely. 10, 15, 20 years ago, that motherfucker would be dead. His teeth would be missing.
And that was on camera to his fellow officers. It was caught on body cam.
So you guys, is there a reason you guys are still here? Sergeant, is there a reason you're still here?
I'm welcome here just as much as you are.
But I mean, but you're on the clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm assigned to this. There's nothing more important going on than this right now.
But
Oh, really?
What do you have to do? Like, what has to be resolved yet here for you? I mean, there's someone doing an actual crime somewhere.
Potentially.
Right.
But these aren't the only cops that are working in the city, you have to understand too. So, right now we're assigned here, and we're going to be here until the conclusion of whatever the complaint is.
But didn't you investigate and define the complaint was not actually valid?
I didn't investigate anything.
Well, so what are you doing here with us then? Investigate. Educate you. Did you talk to Cameron? Because
I don't need to be educated.
Yeah, absolutely you do. Otherwise you wouldn't be standing here right now because you're waiting for this to be resolved.
Because I was requested here by the officers.
Resolved when there's nothing to be resolved because the complaint was false.
Well, you guys were content with the handling, am I correct? You said they did a fine job. You were content with how things went. You wanted to accommodate Officer Cameron for the way he handled things.
And Cameron did a
Exactly.
good job, but we're still wondering, like, why are you here when you don't have to be, when you're on the taxpayer dime right now, when you could be doing something way more productive than whatever you think you're doing right now.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm here until this is resolved, so.
I thought it was resolved, though.
Right, where's the conflict right now?
I got no conflict.
Right, man. I mean, we're not breaking the law. We proved that. There's nothing you guys can do. I mean, you guys really should just get back to work and go on patrol, go look for some real crimes, because we're not breaking the law here. I mean, that's really what you should do, man. Because, you know, there's a much more efficient way for the taxpayer funds to be allocated than by just paying you 4 officers here. One of them's a sergeant. One's a 28-year vet. I'm sure he makes a lot of money. You guys don't need to babysit law-abiding citizens. You know what I mean?
Literally, this is babysitting duty here. And
I mean,
for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, how much money are we talking? We got 4 police officers here. That's a good amount of money for the last hour. So you're both dismissed, and enjoy a great rest of your day.
You're the same, thank you.
okay. I mean, because honestly, we got a long drive. We really do want to go, but I mean, we're not going to leave until either you guys leave or they close. So, I mean, that's the 2 options. But so I guess we'll just hang out here, man. We'll just waste more taxpayer money. Right on. I'll just sit here and talk to my chat. So what do you guys think? You got 500 people in here watching you, Sergeant. You know, you started out good, man. Now you're just kind of going backwards by just hanging out here, man. You guys should just leave.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. DMA. Hello there.
You got here with Leroy Truth Investigations, guys. Interesting.
I think it's a matter of ego now.
You know that there's hundreds of untested rape kits in this state.
It's interesting.
Yeah, man.
You're not aware of that? You're not aware of that?
I'm not responsible for that.
What are some cases you're working on now?
I don't really work cases as a sergeant. Cases are handled by the officers, and my capacity is to make sure that they're following their parameters, what they're supposed to do. Or if they have questions, I can answer those questions.
All right, that's a little condescending to me, and because I'm open to learning too. So I mean, you're going to give me information I can learn.
No, I answered your
But
question.
you sound like you were condescending, like
No.
I don't do cases. Like you should know better. Anyhow,
No,
I'm open to
like
learning too.
Okay. It wasn't like that at all. I don't really work cases as a sergeant.
Yeah, unless they need anything else.
I made a copy of one of the
Where's your claim?
No.
This is really silly.
Yeah.
Resources of 4 police officers.
Hey, man, you stealing stuff?
Oh, that was the.
Prepare all items for checkout.
I think you timed that out just right, like that. The timing was horrible.
Computer or pay fine. Please do so now. Remember, library will be closing at 5 o'clock.
Have a good one.
You too.
You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.
You as well.
Day.
All right.
Walk of shame.
Transpired over here.
Whoa! You look like you were just about to run into me here.
You were going to say that. I'm so sorry that you did that.
I got it on camera. She almost assaulted me.
Let me just kind of show you what happened. I was standing right here recording.
Why did you do that? You literally almost ran into me with that. Why did you do that?
Why are you disrespecting my rights now? Why don't
You literally went.
Why are you
You almost ran that cart into me.
I'm trying to work.
Why did you run that cart into me?
I'm trying to work. Can you please get out of my way?
Why did you almost? You just answer me that question. Why did you almost run me over with that cart?
Oh my God.
This is the lady that was
Yeah,
freaking out too.
She almost ran me over with that car. I got it on camera. She literally is like plowing that car into me. And I had to move out of the way. Another criminal right here.
One of these guys.
No, I'm just looking at these going up and down. So, yeah, have a good day, whatever it is. Yeah.
Hey man, you want a business card, contact info? There you go, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, do better, bud.
I'm not sure it is.
That's fine. What's going on here? Looks interesting. Have a good afternoon, folks.
And he ended up winning.
What's up, big dog?
Again.
I gotta go off my lawyer when outside. I'm hanging out. I'm like, what are they doing? Just hanging out? And Sweet Tea says, DMA's live.
And by the way,
Like, why would he waste a live? And then we're in there, and then we see the cops taking a walk of shame. I'm like, oh my God, they stuck around? What happened?
Yeah, we had to tell them to go back to work, man. They were just hanging out
they were doing the
babysitting
right
us.
thing.
No, they weren't. They were doing the right thing. Then they started going backwards and hanging out babysitting us.
That was a Mexican standoff with them.
I'm like, what the fuck are they doing
Yeah.
in there? Like, and I said to Sweet Tea, I was like, DMA's gloating. He's in there. He just won the game, and he's walking around on his.
No, I was waiting for the cop. I don't leave before the cop. I told him, I was like, this is what's gonna happen. Either you guys are gonna leave and then we'll leave, or we'll just hang out till we
I didn't
close,
have
I
a chance
guess.
to watch it because I didn't notice you were live until
Right.
when they took. Nina was like, "Oh my God, they just took a walk of shame."
Sweet Tea Audits, Leroy Truth Investigations. Of course, you all know this guy. Who's this guy?
Fuck you! Don't film me. You need permission.
Subscribe to him
Don't
and
do it.
Banana Anna. All right, guys.
Bye.